Okay, question 53. The diagram shows a sketch of a triangle ABC with sine A equals 3/5, sine B equals 5/13, and sine C equals 56/65. AC equals X, BC equals Y, as it says in the diagram. And it says then show that Y equals 1.56X. So you might be wondering how on earth you're going to do that from the information given. But what you can do, because they're given all these sine things here, you can use the sine rule, okay? And the two angles I'm going to be interested in is this angle here, okay, sine B, simply because I know little b, okay, little b is opposite that angle, and I know little b is x. And the other angle I'm interested in is this one here, because the opposite side, I know little a there, I know it's equal to y. So if I use the sine rule, okay, things are going to sort of come out for me here. So with the sine rule, I'll have y over angle, so a over sine a, yeah, a over sine a, so that'll be y over sine a equals then x over sine b. Okay, that's just using the sine rule where you have a over sine a equals b over sine b. Okay, so instead of course now in this case, instead of a, I know it's equal to y, so I've written that there, and instead of b, I know it's equal to x, so I've written that there. And then you use the information they've given you. So it says sine a is 3/5, so straight away you sub it in. Okay, so 3/5 here, and sine b is 5/13. Okay, and then, because you've got a fraction on the bottom, you just flip that fraction, so the 5 goes up to the top, so you have 5y over 3. Same here, flip that up, so you've got 13x over 5. And then to get y on its own, 13x over 5, you times it by the 3, take that 3 over. Okay, so you have another 5y equals that. So 5y will equal 39x over 5, and then of course you divide by the 5 then. So 39 fifths divide by 5, and you get then y equals 39 over 25x, which is exactly, check it on your calculator then, which is exactly what they want, 1.56x. Okay, so that's easily done just by using the sine rule. Okay, and then we're going to look then at part B. It says given that the area of the triangle ABC is 4.2, find the values of x and y. Now when it comes to the area, right, you just need two sides and the angle in between. So obviously this is the angle in between we're going to use. Okay, so the area would then be half, okay, times the two sides in between them, times then the sine of the C. Okay, that angle there. So the two sides times together and the sine then of that angle in between them. Now what's good is you know the area is 4.2. So you know 4.2 here, okay, is the area. You've got half then, x, okay, and you know y is 1.5x. Okay, so we could replace y with 1.5x. And you know then sine C, the question was given to you as 56/65. So it's a case of subbing things in, and then we can determine then what x is. Now on the right hand side, I'm going to multiply those numbers. Ignore the x's. So I've got half times 1.56 times then the fraction 56/65. And that comes to 84/125x. Now, say x, you've got an x then an x there, timesing, so that's x squared. Okay, so we can get then x, isolate x, get it on its own. So we'll take this fraction over, so we'll have 4.2 divide by 84/125, which equals x squared. So get my calculator, 4.2 over then another fraction in there, 84/125. And that comes to 25/4. So x squared will equal 25/4. And then to get x, of course, then you just need to square root that. And when you square root plus or minus, but in this case, I'm not going to do that because it's got to be positive because it's measuring a length. So square root that on your calculator comes out as 5/2, okay? Or 2.5. Okay, so x is equal to 2.5. And what's good is then once you've got x to be 2.5, you can work out what y is, because y is 1.56x, don't forget, so it'll be 1.56 times 2.5. So get my calculator, work that out, and it comes to 39/10, which is 3.9.